Hey YouTube, it's Mike, baseball collector here on a Wednesday morning. Still morning, yes. Kind of interesting today. I got a one-card mail day to show you, and what's fascinating about it is I'm not supposed to be at home. I'm supposed to be at work, but I am going tonight down to Houston to watch U2 in concert, and so I'm leaving in about 45 minutes, and I happen to be home. My doorbell rang. Don't know who it is, but it's the postman, and he's bringing me a card that I have to sign for, which means it's a good card. And I wanted to show it off. It's a I've already opened it. I didn't want to open it on air, so I'm gonna talk about it and kind of where I'm at on my top 300, because I know Ray from Philly Mr. Ray is closing in on 100 cards, and I'm gonna pull up my list here. So I keep it on a spreadsheet. I also have a PSA set registry for that, obviously, but I have a couple of cards that aren't graded, or so they're not showing up on the registry, but I still track them, and I plan on getting those graded someday. But so this is my 209th card that I got today. It's a big one. All the cards that I need are really expensive. There's nothing under 200 bucks that I need still, and so finding them, you know, and trying to find them in a decent grade, at least with eye appeal, not necessarily numerical grade, is becoming more and more difficult, and so I'm having to be a lot more patient. But without further ado, here's the card that I got today. Very iconic card. I'll explain it once I show it. There it is. Let's see if I can get it where it doesn't glare too bad. Excuse me. 1956 Topps Mickey Mantle. It's in a PSA 2. Newly graded. It's pretty obvious when you look at the card in person why it's a 2. I mean, the corners are pretty much totally rounded, but it's very well centered. It's got great eye appeal just looking at it. It's got a couple of surface creases right under his face that you can't see, right over here, and then there's a little crease right over here. And but even this card was, I'll tell you what I paid for it. Good grief. Get my eBay pulled up. I still paid $265 for this card for a PSA 2. Mantle stuff is obviously crazy collected, highly collectible, and this is a card, kind of one of those iconic cards I've wanted to add for a long time. The smile on his face is just great. Classic Mickey Mantle, and him leaping up into the stands at Yankee Stadium to rob somebody of a home run. Pretty terrific stuff. Mantle's just an amazing guy, had an amazing career. So I'm now at 209 of the 300 top greatest baseball cards of the 20th century by Mike Payne. So great set to collect, really fun, lots of Hall of Famers, lots of good stuff. So I encourage people to collect it. I've now got 94% of the cards after 1960, which is where I originally started, was just going after the 1960 and beyond. But I'm now at 94% of those and almost 50% of the pre-1960. So that's my mail day today. Wanted to show it off right before I leave to go see U2 in concert. So glad you watched. Leave me comments below and keep collecting. Thanks.